2012, Shelli was our congressional candidate, and I was so sad when Shelli lost. It broke my heart because I came to know Shelli through that campaign, and she was just full of energy and so exciting. She would have been an awesome candidate. And so at the end of that campaign, she said she didn't know if she would do it again. But I think every candidate says that after they lose an election. And when she called me and told me that she was running, I was so excited. And I said, what can I do? What can I do? And I wanted to raise money for Shelli because obviously we need the money. They got the money behind them. We need the money behind Shelli so that she has an opportunity for other people to find out how awesome and amazing she is. And besides that, she teaches at my alma mater, Indiana University. So she didn't go to Tennessee to find our candidate. So with that being said, Shelli, can you come up and tell everybody?
That went into making this event possible. There were 30-some sponsors of this event, so everybody give a round of applause for all the work. It's good to be together. I just want to say, when I come into Clark County, I feel like this is my second home. I mean, the way that you support this campaign from 2012 all the way through to November of 2016, across that finish line with the win, it is going to be because of the heavy lifting each and every one of you have done for the past 4 years. So thank you. Hats off to Clark County and the leadership here. I know that there have been some hard times. I know that there have been some elections that have been difficult, and I have heard some stories of people who have let you down, people who you thought were your friends, and come to find out, maybe not so much. But your spirit and your heart, you keep digging in a little bit harder. You keep believing a little bit more. You keep having just that much more hope that, yes, we can get this district blue once again, and it has to be right here in Clark County. So if you have not heard, well, I don't know how you missed it, but we are red to blue with the National Party. This is a district that they thought was safe. And not so fast. Not so fast because the people of the 9th District are saying, no, you can't buy our trust. You gotta earn it. And they know that in voting for Shelli Yoder, they are going to have someone who is going to have the district's back. Regardless of what your party is, I'm going to work day in and day out to make sure that the people in the 9th District know they have someone and a voice in Washington fighting for them, working to make the 9th District stronger. Not because I have business interests here, but because this is my home. Because I, along with all of you, have neighbors, raise children, go to work, rely on a good living, in order to call this home and want to call it home for your grandchildren and their children. So there is more at stake in this election for this particular race than usual. And I know we say that a lot in every campaign. This is, there's so much at stake. But the nation is watching. The nation is watching this race to see if in fact with enough money, you can buy yourself a district. You can buy yourself a seat in Congress. That it doesn't matter where you're from. It doesn't matter if you live here. It doesn't matter if you have no relationships. What matters is if you have deep enough pockets that you can go district shopping and buy yourself a seat in Congress. And it's going to be up to each and every one of us doing all that we can to make sure that message gets out, because no matter if you have an R after your name, a D, an I, a G, who knows, a nothing. Maybe you've never voted before. We don't want to be a political science experiment. This is our home. This is the lives we care about. And that's what's at stake. We do not want to tell anyone or send a message that our vote is one you can buy. So, we're doing everything that we can throughout the 9th District. It goes all the way up to Indianapolis and comes all the way down the Ohio River. It's not small. It's not small, but believe me, it has a lot of heart. And we've been working incredibly hard to make sure that not only are we raising the money to get our message out, because that is part of it, but we're also touching the lives, listening to voters, what's on your mind, reaching out to our businesses, reaching out to farmers, reaching out to teachers, reaching out to police officers, reaching out to firefighters, reaching out to labor, to make sure I'm listening, they know I'm available, and they also know that I will be fighting for them in Washington. I am so proud to be your nominee, and I will be humbled and inspired to be your next representative. I am still teaching. I am teaching every morning at 8 a.m. because I know the one thing that I hear more than anything else are stories from people working not just one job, but 2, 3, 4 jobs to make ends meet. We are piecing it together, and we need an economy that doesn't just work for a small minority, but works for everyone who wants economic empowerment, who's willing and desiring to work hard, to make sacrifices. Our economy should be responsive to that and supporting that. That's what I've been talking about. That's what I've been talking about since 2012 when I decided to run then. It's the same reason why I decided to run again. We all deserve a chance to make our dreams come true when it comes to working hard, wanting to send our kids to college and knowing that we can afford it, knowing that our parents can retire and they can have those golden years, knowing that Social Security or their retirement can support them, knowing that our veterans have the support from us after all the sacrifices that they have made. We need to make sure that we get this job done, because we don't have any idea what to expect from my opponent. But being born and raised here, I know that there are a lot of people who have vouched for me. I have 2 students already, and I haven't even finished the week, who come from Floyd's Knobs. So I was all excited about that. But I have so many people who are out there knocking on doors, making calls. So right here in Clark County, we're going to make a big difference. And sure, it's been tough in the past, but times are changing, and the wind is at our back. From the top of the ticket down to the bottom, we have an incredible slate of candidates. Thank you for how hard you work today, how hard you have worked yesterday, and into the future, and all the way to November 8th. I know you're going to be working hard to make sure the whole ticket is strong. Thank you so much for this event, for the care you bring to your community, for the leadership here. Hats off to Tommy, where are you? Your chair of the county. Thank you for all the work that you do. Adam Dickey, where are you? Adam Dickey.
Right here.
There you are, chair of the 9th District. Adam, talk about working multiple jobs. He's also the chair of Floyd County, and has a job, and a sweet boy, and a great spouse.
Do I really? I
Yeah.
haven't seen them in a while.
And we're so lucky to have his leadership. If you haven't signed up, I'd love to see you tomorrow evening in French Lick for the Kick Up Your Heels event at the winery. Nothing wrong with that. Good dems, wine. It's a good combination. Good times. You can make it out to French Lick. It's going to be a terrific weekend. It's an opportunity for Democrats to come together and get fired up before we really get into the thick of it, going towards November 8th. So I'm going to say thank you. I'm going to let Adam say a few words. Tommy, do you want to say a few words? I'm going to let Tommy go first, and then he'll introduce Adam.